This project work contains the autobiography of a really hard-working horse. Horses are beautiful, vibrant creatures. Autobiography of a horse. I was born to run, which give me the survival edge to flee from ferocious predators, and I am blessed with a superlative sense of balance and a strong survival instinct, which lets me know just when to stay back and fight and when to flee. I am one of those rare creatures who are able to take a shut eye both while standing up and lying down. The younger I was, the sleepier I felt. However, just like you humans, I find my ability to doze off has seriously gone down with my age. By now, you must have placed me. I am a horse. O passerby, as you cross this pasture, I should like to relate to you my life history. Who am I? Long tail, a big body of brown color. Any idea? Yes, I am a brown horse and this is my autobiography. Hope you enjoy it. I was born in South America of a purebred mare. I am a South American horse, first named Prince. I am a horse who has reached old age. As I am old, I spent my time grazing in the pastures, thinking about my lovely past. I remember myself to be very naughty in my childhood. Back then, I used to go with my mother to the grasslands where I would play a lot. However, my mother, along with the other horses, will be actively grazing all the time. I always used to make my big brother angry by biting his tail and then running away. My mother, a beautiful white mare, used to tell me that I am so fast. My family was sweetest and they took care of me like every other caring family. My mother taught me how to run and walk. I was able to walk just after my birth. My mother was very loving to me. She took great care of me. As I grew up, I was allowed to move a few steps outside the stable. I had so many friends and we used to go toward town together. Running wild in the meadows was our favorite hobby. Mother used to tell us stories about how our ancestors were once used for fighting wars on the battlefront for the sake of the nation and their tribe. However, tanks and armored vehicles and the MiGs have since then replaced us through frequently we are taken to one or the other film set for shoot purpose. Those days are fun. We are pampered with a lot of goodies through the work in itself is tedious and repetitive. As we grow old, my habits and wishes changed. I was brought to the city. I started living with a small family. The leader of the house, father, sealed me to his carriage. This carriage was his only source of income. He used to sell vegetables and fruits all over the city. Early in the morning, he gave me water with some fodder. He was the kindest soul I ever met in my life next to my parents. Then we went to the food market where I met every day different horses, all races and kinds. It was a huge big market of the city. After buying fruits and vegetables, we used to go to different streets of the city for selling our stuff. I was first unaware, but with time I became familiar with the roads and paths. However, the good times didn't last too long. As soon as I grew into a fit young horse, a trainer came to his place and started to train me every day as a rider. The first thing he did was that he fastened a long rope to my head. I did not like the rope at all. The trainer drove me all day long in circles. Whenever I tried to stop, he would whip me. I was trained more and more every day till I was sold to an officer as a polo pony. I felt it very difficult to go away from my mother to the new master's place. However, there was no other options for me and I had to go. My new master was very kind. He fed me well and looked after me with proper care. Soon I started to love him and his game. I was so happy when his team won the game. He continued to play with me for about a year or so before he met with an accident. Since it became impossible for him to look after me, he had to sell me. This time I was sold to a hunter. My new master, the hunter, was a little bit arrogant. However, he fed me with lot of food and water. Soon I began to love him like I loved my old master, as the hunter cared me a lot. I started to enjoy my rides with my new master and his hounds, chasing of jackals and wolves in our way. It was really fun. I thought this would continue for the rest of my life. However, it all came to an end when my master fell ill. Since he knew that he would never be able to hunt again, he sold all of his hounds and other pets except me. This made me both happy and sad. I was happy because my master loved me so much and did not sell me, and I was sad because of seeing the illness of my master. Soon I started doing simple jobs like carrying goods to the market for selling, pulling carts and so on, so as to make some money for my master. I was happy that I could finally do something for my master, but alas, he breathed his last after a while. My life took another turn. Again I was sold, and this time to an organization. I was named Lightfoot. I was kept at the city stables. I was well cared for and trained there. I had several trophies to my credit. I had won the Derby and several other trophies. My master used to be very proud of me. I won a lot of money for him. I participated in various sports competitions and non-competitive recreational pursuits, but primarily I was used for racing to place bets on. Horse riding is a specialized skill, and not all who desire to ride us can master the different methods of steering and controlling us. I have been personally known to throw off many an arrogant suitor of balance. However, I loved taking kids around. Most of them were so gentle and loving, though I must admit some of them were really spoiled brats, and throwing off my front legs in the air is enough to quieten them. Oh, I was once taken for a marriage procession of an aristocrat in the city. I had never come across so many lights and loud, blaring music and those firecrackers. Needless to say, I had got quite jumpy and almost thrown the groom on the ground. His friends caught him in the nick of time. This glorious life could not last forever. After serving him for about 8 years, my strength began to give away. Once fell down when running at a race. My master decided that I had rendered enough service, so he decided I should go to the grass, and so here you see me grazing peacefully and recalling the pride and joy of my glorious past. As my life went on really good, I met my partner when I was riding to the market through the jungle. He was lonely and did not have anybody to look after him, so I took him to my master, who agreed to look after both of us. He provided us with food and shelter, and we worked for him all day long. After that, my partner and I lived for many years together till today. Now we both have reached our old age. We have a daughter, a beautiful mare. Whenever I see her, she reminds me of my own mother, pure white in color and really beautiful. Now in our old age, all that my partner and I do is grazing in the pastures, thinking about our lovely past with ups and downs. I really love my family a lot and is living a contented life with them. My owner's family was very nice and they all used to love me a lot, especially his 4-year-old son. At holidays, he rode on me in the parks and along the beach. I really enjoyed and missed those days. In evenings, when I came home tired, he used to tap on my back and it always felt so good. He gave me bath every weekend. His little hands when pressed my hair, it felt so good. Everything gets old, so this is what happened with me. I am really happy and satisfied with my life. Today I am almost 30 years old, so they say life is good. The end.